So today we're working on 5.2.1, which is it a fair game? Probability games. So your learning target for this is if you can, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to tell if a game is fair or not. So the introduction for this says, have you ever played a game where everyone would have an equal chance of winning, but one person seems to have all the luck? Did it make you wonder if the game was fair? Sometimes random events just happen to work out in one player's favor, such as flipping a coin that happens to come up heads 4 times in a row. But it's also possible that games can be set up to give an advantage to one player over another. And so when I think of these ones right here, I think of when we talk about this, I always think of like the older sibling where you're playing a game and then suddenly they sort of remember, quote unquote, a rule which now makes them win that they had forgotten about before, right? So sometimes you can have it where games can be set up to give an advantage to one person over another. So we're talking about whether or not a game is mathematically fair here. So if there's an equal chance for each player to win a game, then it's considered to be a fair game. And again, this isn't like, oh, that's not fair, but this is mathematically fair. So a fair game is a game in which each player has an equally likely chance of winning. So if that's not the case, if it is not equally likely for each player to win, the game is considered to be unfair. So we're going to be working with probability. As we work, ask yourself these things. How many outcomes are possible? How many outcomes are desirable? So this is going to review some of those things from chapter 2 that we have used.